Where are my peasants at? Yeah, welcome. How is everyone? It's 1392. Where does the time go, right? Oh, God. Did you guys know a loaf of bread is 10 shillings? What the fuck? Okay. Who has that? Not me. I'm not a lord. Hi. I'm single. It's hard to date in the medieval times, right, ladies? I mean, you meet a nice guy, and the next day he's sawed in half. And if you know me, you know I don't like threesomes. I do like dating younger guys. That's right, I'm a saber-toothed tiger. I was dating a 13-year-old because I'm Jewish, and that's a man. Thank you. Thank you. But I had to end it because he just turned 14, and that's too old for me. Nobody wants to date a middle-aged man, am I right? That's what they're calling it, the age of discovery. For me, that was age 12. I discovered a lot of things. Like, for one, a washboard can be used for more than just washing clothes. Right, ladies? My dog went on trial last week. Apparently, he killed my neighbor's goat. And I thought I got away with it, but they had a pig, and he squealed. It all worked out okay. Turns out my dog buried the evidence, and he walked. Hey! Oh, God. I was dating a juggler. I know, creepy, right? He was really good with his balls. Things were going great until he tried that butcher knife trick, and now he's a eunuch, but he's now my bestie, so hey. There's a lot of new medicine that's coming to light here in medieval times, a lot of things that you don't know about. Doctors found that they could put urine on the wounds of people in battle, and that helps sterilize the cut. They just pee on them, but apparently you have to be part of their healthcare plan. It's called a PPO. Also a new medical advance in birth control. Apparently sheep dung is what you use for contraceptive. Actually, here's the thing. I'm not surprised that it works, because you put the shit of anyone on someone's body and no one's gonna wanna fuck you, okay? That's guaranteed. Having said that, I've definitely hooked up with some peasants that smell worse than shit, so if you wanna fuck them, you'll fuck them. You'll find a way, right? This woman knows. Has anyone tried this coffee? Apparently it's the latest and greatest. Coffee is what it is. Disgusting, if you ask me. I'll stick to ale in the morning. Thank you very much. I know my place. This is for Kazimierz the Great of Poland. Hey, Kazimierz, how many Polish royals does it take to change a light bulb? I don't know. What's a light bulb? Are you guys ready for some more comedy jokes? This next woman is amazing. I think she's a noblewoman or a noblewoman who slept with a peasant or a peasant who slept with a noble. I'm not really sure, but don't be confused by her name because I don't think she's a queen. But she is Melyssa McQueen. Put your hands together.
Thank you so much. It is so great to be here, you guys. I just came from a hell gig. Yeah. I just did 15 minutes at a witch burning ceremony. Let me give you some advice. Definitely go on before they burn the witch. I mean, there is no dick joke strong enough to follow that. Just, have you been paying attention to society? Did you hear about that mass shooting? Yeah, someone shot 2 arrows into a crowd before someone tackled him. 2 arrows. Yeah, I'm outraged too. I was dating this Viking, okay? And not to sound like a racist, but pillaging is pretty douchey, right? Can we all agree that pillaging is kind of douchey? That's like bro behavior. Like him and his Viking friends were all about pillaging. Okay, you guys are into pillaging? All right. Yeah, I broke up with this guy, though. I broke up with that Viking. He was one of these round earther guys. Like, who thinks the earth is round? What an idiot, right? I do miss, he did take me to some pretty cool restaurants. He would take me to this restaurant where you'd eat, and then there was like nights, and they would ride horses and joust and stuff. It was called Current Times. It's pretty good restaurant. You guys should check it out. Maidens, listen up, okay? Where are my single maidens at? So if you meet this guy named David, like seriously, call a locksmith and get a deadbolt put on your chastity belt, because this guy is a creep. Yeah, David had his artist friend, Michelangelo, some no-name hack, okay, paint me a dick portrait. Who does that? It was like a huge dick portrait, so I didn't respond. And then he sent me a dick sculpture. I was like, hello? Now that I have the dick sculpture, I really don't need to date you. What a creep. Okay. You guys, I hope none of you tweet any of these jokes. And you're like, wait, what's tweeting? If you don't know what tweeting is, it's where you tie like a note onto a pigeon's foot and just send it out to the countryside. Yeah, it's the new thing. Us second millenniums are doing. Anyways, don't tweet, because even if society is so crazy right now, even if you tweet a joke, clearly it's a joke, you can lose your job, you can get tortured, they'll burn you at the stake. Yeah, that's how crazy society is. At least I can sleep at night knowing that civilization will be better in the future. Thank you so much.
This guy is a peasant, but he actually smells good, so it's okay. And he's also very funny. He travels all over the countryside. He goes by Surf Richard.
I smell good because I put urine all over my body. It's urine for men. Oh, it's good to be here. Can you guys believe it's MCXV111C111 already? Oh my God. Sorry I'm late. Traffic on the only road was busy. Nobody knows how to drive a cart anymore. I'm a great cart driver, and I understand that a lot of people aren't good cart drivers. If I could give you just a little tip that I learned when I first started driving a cart. Go! Fuck! I have to get leg surgery. Can anyone recommend a good barber? Oh man, prostitutes are cheap, aren't they? Man, you get a good deal on I was in the woods and I asked this prostitute how much. She said, a potato. A potato. It's a lot funnier when you're not eating. I'm so much funnier when there's no food. They're still trying to find a cure for the plague. I got a cure. How about don't shit everywhere? Maybe. And bathe. Have a bath. Probably should have spent more time writing jokes instead of choosing a stick. Thank you, thank you. You guys are lucky. I just learned to read. Otherwise, this would have been a lot worse if I hadn't learned to read my set. I have a dog. I have a really cute dog. If you guys know anything about breeds, it's a 3-headed Jack Russell Terrier. And a lot of poop on that guy. Destroyed the couch. Absolutely destroyed it. And my wife's very mad. She's always mad at me. I always try to get advice on relationship advice for us, and I never ask my single friends for advice, because you ever always ask single peasants for advice? They always give you the worst advice. Just leave her, man. Just fucking leave. I'm not fucking leaving. I just planted potatoes. I'm not. All right, you guys. Thank you very much. That's all I have. I'm sweating my balls.
We have a musical guest for you. This is very, very exciting. As you know, executions are super long, blah, blah, blah. So for this year, like, execution-a-thon, this is the halftime show. Are you guys ready for the halftime show? She's going to work it out here. Put your hands together for Lady Blah Blah.
Excellent. I'm going to wear these. They're new. They're called eyeglasses. They've just been invented. Oh, rehearsal is wonderful. So, as the halftime act, it is my job to comfort those poor fools who broke the law and about to suffer a horrible, grisly death. So let's pretend that's you lot, shall we? All right, just for that, just for practice. All right. So I wrote this little ditty to soothe the soon-to-be executed. You're about to attend your own beheading, an event that no doubt you have been dreading. The people will gawk when your head's on the block, looking forward to the copious bloodshedding. La 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 la. But chin up, my friend, though this be your end, and you feel you're under a curse. It's just one good whack with a nice sharp axe, so remember it could have been worse. Now this guy, he's about to feel some torture, being burned at the stake, that's a real scorcher. He'll be the pyre when his hair is on fire, and he'll literally be carrying a torch for her. La 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 la. So chin up, my friend, though this be your end, and you'll soon ride out in a hearse. Though it's awfully lame to go up in flames, just remember it could have been worse. Like this gent. You're about to experience some skin peeling. I imagine that is not a pleasant feeling. You were just getting laid, now you're gonna get flayed. I predict you'll do an awful lot of squealing. La 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 la. Everybody la 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 la. So chin up, my friend, though this be your end, and your wife's got your balls in her purse. What a state you're in without all your skin, but remember it could have been worse. This guy is to be hung, drawn, and quartered, at which point he will wish he had been aborted. There'll be so much gore when you're pulled into four, and your hopes and dreams will all have then been thwarted. La 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 la. But chin up, my friend, though this be your end, and it all seems to be so perverse. How you will have howled when you're disemboweled. Just remember, it could have been worse. You could be this next guy. Oh, I'm not done yet. Get comfortable. Thank you. Your plans for your life will have been spoiled when you find you are alive while being boiled. Your head, it will droop when you find you're the soup, and your pantaloons you surely will have soiled. La 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 la. But chin up, my friend, though this be your end, and you beg and you plead for a nurse. Though you will have bawled when you feel that scald, just remember it could have been worse. We're almost there, people. Crushing, sawing, also crucifixion. These could have been your fate after conviction. Also, impalement, the wheel, live burial, hanging, brazen bull, starvation, stoning, Judas cradle, being eaten by rats. And let's not forget good plain old asphyxiation. La 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 la. So chin up, my friends, when you meet your ends. Rest assured this is my last verse. Don't commit your crimes in medieval times, 'cause your death could hardly be worse. Remember my name, Lady Blah Blah. Thank you, good night.
This next guy's actually here for a rally, but he begged me to come up. He is the first Italian-Scottish man that I've ever met. So put your hands together for Roy Capozzi.
Everyone, this is my emotional support horse. Settle! Settle! Settle down, sea monkey! Settle! Don't make eye contact. Settle! Settle!
The English are coming. They're coming for your homes. Do you want that? Say hell no. They're coming for your food. I say hell no. They're coming for your women folk. I say hell no. You don't care about your women folk. I just changed my accent. All right. Well, don't be afraid. I'm not afraid of our foes. Here's the thing. When I look at our foes, I see nothing but ass weasels. They're a bunch of pisser-bed, card-nibbing, rotund, hoof merchants, and gut-raping gits! Now, I'm not one to downplay a good gut raping. Let's be honest. I've met a couple of guts that had it coming to them. All right, sir, you look at me like I'm crazy. You do. Have you ever been stuck alone on an island with a goat and a pig? Well, I have, and I fucked them both. Who's drinking? And I've seldomly seen a more dispirited army than the English. They got no sense of style. No many virtues, not good food, and no attractive women folk. Am I right? Although I one time hooked up with an English sassy, she had no teeth, all gums. What a fantastic night! Who's drinking? But they're dirty. They come at you strong. Last time I fought them, they fought with fire. That's right. They tried to smoke us out. It's pretty bad because I had to give one of my countrymen mouth to mouth because he had smoke inhalation. Next thing I know, we're rolling around in the grass, tugging at each other's scrotums. Who's drinking? All right, I promised myself I wasn't going to cry at this moment. But it brings me to a moment that after that, settle. 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 Is it all right if I cry from you? It's all right if I cry. I brought you here to fight for God. The glory. Name of his enemies, right? Because they'll fail at the sight of our Scottish might. Thank you. Settle. Good night.
Now we're going to keep it going with our fashion expert. Are you guys ready? Let me hear it. All the way from Berkshire, it's Aquatius.
Don't look at me like that. I'm transgender. So it's time to get medieval on your asses. Hear ye, hear ye, summer is officially here, and nothing screams beating this heat wave like the top textile trends of the season, wool and chainmail. Oh, Merlin's beard. I'd get down on my knees and get knighted for that. Sorry, I've been wine tasting Lord Cosby's wine all night, so who knows how this is going to go. And ladies in waiting, dyed wool is a hit this season. Oh, forsooth. An assortment of colors are hitting the runways to make you peasants feel like you have a life expectancy of 35. Colors like blue and green. And that's it. Oh, you think I'm going to leave out the upper class? Wizard, please. Elaborate designs are definitely making a statement with expensive colors like reds and blacks. Sure to heat up your relationship with either your brother or your sister. Guys, just to remember to pull out those swords from the stone, if you know what I mean. The 14th century is all about the men. Men, tunics, and girdles are all the rage. And nothing says, no thanks, m'lady, but I'm into jousting, quite like stockings. Ladies, good luck. Draped garments and straight seams are so 13th century and have been replaced by curved seams and the beginning of a new style we haven't seen before called tailoring. Which means clothing more closely fit to human form. Lacing and buttons create snug forms as well as embroidered fabrics to finish off that damsel in distress look. Or if you think you might die in childbirth, might I recommend silk? In conclusion, sure, the Black Plague knocked out 60% of the world, but I like to call it as good riddance. But remember, nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. I mean, look at that. Oh. So whether you're robbing from the rich and giving to the poor or sending ravens about oncoming White Walkers, comfort and style will transcend these Middle Ages into the Age of Enlightenment. Can I get a huzzah up in here? Now, let the harpsichord play. Good night.
Bye, Aquisha. So close. Oh, Peasant Carol, we love you. Are you guys ready for your last comic? Because it's a special celebrity guest. I can't believe we got him. It's a really big deal. He just popped in. Well, he squeezed in because he can't just pop. You'll see what I mean. He's very, very famous. Put your hands together for the Hunchback of Notre Dame, guys. Can you put your hands together? He came all this way to perform it.
Hello! How are you? So good to be here. People feel sorry for me because I'm, a little special. Got a little extra on my left shoulder. But I tell them, don't you feel bad for me. They think my whole life I'm just up there in the tower ringing the bell, masturbate. Ring the bell, masturbate. Ring the bell, dinner, masturbate. But I'll tell you, it's a damn sight better be up in that tower ringing them bells than down there on the ground where they got the plague. You might have heard one or two people mention the plague. I'd like to thank my gypsy mother for finally showing up. Don't know how we got the plague. The Black Death, killing everybody. I'm safe though. I'm up in the tower of a Catholic church, and everybody knows nothing bad ever happens in a Catholic church. I'm sound as a pound. Ring the bells, masturbate. My bishop is quite busy with the Inquisition. That's right. I don't understand why they call it the Inquisition. Seems there's only one question about how much torture you can take. Just because we're not the Renaissance, everyone thinks we're not creative. We're very creative in the Middle Ages, very creative about ways to torture you. That's what we do. Believe it or not, being a bell ringer, not my first choice of profession. I tried many jobs, tried to be a cobbler, but none of my shoes were the same size and shaped like a club. Apparently there's some people out there that have 2 feet that are exactly the same in size and dimension. I call those people freaks. I tried to be a jester, but let's face it, there's some jobs below even me. I tried to be a Fletcher, which is not what it sounds like, but I tried that too. I tried to be an apothecary. That's right, I thought I was an apprentice. Turns out I was the test subject. And then finally I tried to be a barber. I figured it can't be that hard, it's not brain surgery. Come to find out, it's exactly brain surgery. Well, I got to go. It's about that time to ring the bells and masturbate. Good night.
We do this once a month, and every show it's a different year. Please come back. It's Stand Up When, because comedy is all about the timing, period. Thank you guys so much. My name is Jody Miller.